Hi, Gary. It's Uncle Extra Medium again. It must be Thursday night. Time for another episode of the Hour Before TNL.
Are you plain bored of woodworking? Get excited again with Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit. Fisheye's Sandpaper Kit comes with everything you see here. Just pick your paper, spread the glue, and shake on the sand. Voila! Beautiful handcrafted sandpaper. And if you act now, we'll include candy sprinkles absolutely free. What better way to say I love you than with a gift of sandpaper? Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit is just $19.99 wherever crappy gifts are sold.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 52 of the Hour Before TNL. It's September 29th, 2022. And just a reminder that please, no politics, religion, or racism. Kindness and respect are respected, are required of everybody. And you have the right to free speech, except maybe not here. It's my channel, my rules. So, let's all be respectful to one another, everybody on the panel and in the chat. Without further ado, here is my co-host, Mr. Jim Boshart.
I don't play well with the rules, Gary, but I'll try to stick to your rules.
How are you doing today?
Well, the little technical difficulties. I hope we get through this okay, but we're doing all right.
You wouldn't believe the technical difficulties. We've got, I think, I was just looking at my content, and there are 2 episodes 52 listed in my content. One of them is live, and the other one didn't go live.
Yeah,
so I don't
problems.
Yeah, but it's been a hectic day here. So, hey, we have a special guest tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah, Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Seattle-ish, Washington, Mr. Bill Thomas.
Is he here yet?
Yeah.
Is he? Okay. Cool. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Boy, it's early in the afternoon there, isn't it?
Yeah, the sun actually came out. We got a good rain for the first time in probably about 3.5 months yesterday. It actually soaked everything.
Oh, that's yeah. Well, looks like I'm going to have to cut the grass tomorrow.
My wife is really hot for me to mow the grass one more time and then turn the clippings thing back over to the recycling company so that we don't have to pay for it for 4 months during winter like we normally do when we screw up and forget to turn it in. It's like, mow it, turn it in. I'm going to call and tell them to come get it.
Yeah, well, our leaves haven't changed here yet. Have your leaves changed, Jim?
Oh yeah, a lot up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's something.
We're
Yeah.
barely starting to change here.
How have you been, Bill?
When I first popped in and you were having your issues, and I was talking to Jim, I was explaining that other than having some minor health issues, I'm still alive. But the thing about it is most of my health issues are due to my own stupidity. Like, I sliced open my arm the other day because my neighbor's a bit of a anyway. They had attached a bunch of stuff to my privacy fence, like literally wired it into the fence. And I was like, excuse me, you need to get this off. Oh, no, it's touching my property, so that makes it legal. I was like, but it's touching my property, dude. And I was like, and it was like literally pulling the fence, So I'm trying to push it off and slice my arm. Anyway. So, yeah. But, yeah. And everything else, like I said, that was just through my own stupidity. But I'm really into flying the Mini 3 Pro now. I'm getting into that vertical mode more than I thought I would.
Really? Yeah. I learned from Chuck how to edit to vertical, and I posted a short, and it blew up. It got 14 views.
It's like me, man. I have to go. Shh, don't tell anybody. There's a trick. If you got a Roku, go to YouTube and watch your videos because they go through the server in California, not where you live.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Why do you think my trailers get? Why do you think my trailers get 60? Because mine's like yours. I get 14 to 20 views, and my wife's sitting there going, "What are you doing in the living room watching one video over and up?" Oh, never mind. It's your trailer for this week, isn't it? Shh, don't tell anybody. This is Bill's a bill bump by my own doing. But yeah.
One time I was in a pizza place out of town, and they had the big screen TV in the pizza place, right? So I went to put something in the trash, and I thought, there's the remote for the TV. So I switched it over to YouTube and put it on my channel and just click play all, right? Then I took the remote, I hit it over on the other side of the restaurant, and I think it probably played overnight because I had like 40 views by the next morning.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's like I said, if you can find one of those apps that will actually, that it goes through their central server, then I'm almost wondering if some of those agencies, that's not how they do it. Because I've heard all kinds of, you can actually, like Chucky, he's even admitted on the show sometimes that he's paid to have a video advanced, right? And you'll get probably 1,000, 2,000 views off of it. The bad thing is where these people are getting paid to click and view, they're not really happy about what they're clicking and viewing sometimes. So, those vicious comments and those vicious dislikes are there too. Good thing you only see the likes.
Yeah, Sean at Geeks Vanna posted something on his community tab today, and it was about ads showing up in his live stream. Have you ever had complaints of that?
Me on my I guess the scammers don't consider me, prevalent enough to actually try to do that. No, sir, I have not had that problem as of yet. I do think Throne Nation's had some issues with them popping up in their comments and stuff, but I don't know about during the lives.
Yeah. If anybody watching gets an ad, put it in the chat, and we'll see. Because I don't know. I'm not monetized, so
yeah, it's kind of crappy that they would actually do that.
Yeah.
You pay for premium, YouTube Premium, you won't get ads. So,
well, that's the thing. Yeah, I pay for YouTube Premium.
So wait a minute. They're like, they've run off at the mouth for 10 minutes now. Let's throw in a commercial break.
Yeah.
Oh no, it looked like every 4 or 5 minutes they were throwing in a commercial.
Oh wow! Well, that must mean that he's got a lot of people checking out his live streams. Then I would think they're trying to capitalize on whatever's going on.
He had it on automatic, so then YouTube just picks and chooses and just drops stuff in, right? So he switched it over, so I think he gets 3 ads during the live stream or something like that. So,
well, maybe he gets revenue if they generate something more. Maybe that's actually more profitable for him.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
Naturally, it would be if he's monetized, but if not, YouTube.
But I mean, if people are going to turn off your show because they're all they're getting is ads, that'll just turn it all off, right?
Well, I know a lot of people are upset about, like, you'll get that thing, like you'll be like Billy Kyle, Peter McKinnon, all them. I've noticed even Ron Brown has started getting them. You won on Telegram. Just connect with me here, and I'll and it's popping up everywhere. And YouTube's acting like there's absolutely nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
Scam.
Yeah.
But then when we have these support channel nights, when we'll actually get together, right? And we'll all go and we'll watch a video or something together, or we'll subscribe together. And then 2 days later, YouTube goes, "Oh, no, it's not possible." And I'm sitting here thinking, bullshit, I can walk into a mall and somebody can start talking about a movie and suddenly I'll want to go see it. And then every time we watch commercials on television, and what burns me out is I consider it spontaneous human interaction. And I think that's not fair that YouTube goes, "No, you can't have those views." And I'm like, well, we all watch, damn it. We all subscribe. Who the hell are you to be taking them away? But they seem to do it every time.
Yeah. I'm still at, I lost a few. Hold on. Let's go back here to the dashboard. Yeah, I'm at 1,012, and I've been sticking near there for a while. So,
well, I know my problem. My problem is I'm, as far as actually putting the effort into making a video and producing a video, I'm lazy as hell, man. I'll get about 2/3 of the way into the video, and either my computer's not strong enough or something won't work out the way I want it to, and it'll hang. The program will start hanging, or something, and you'll just kind of trash the end of it, just to get it out. And I'm like, I suffer every time when I do that, when I throw out something half-assed. I don't have any, Aldrin Anastasio stories where, the one that I made that was absolutely horrible got 14,000 views. The ones that I make that are absolutely horrible get 3 views. That's the way it works. I don't understand. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm happy with 40 or 50 views. Somebody's entertained, and I get lots of comments. But I think the key is I reply to all the comments. Everyone.
Okay, have you noticed something recently, right? I thought I had been commenting on everything. And here over the last week, I've suddenly been getting comments from like a year ago that I'm like, wait a minute, I remember this video. I know I said something to these people. And they've just started popping up here recently.
I've been getting, they're 3 years old.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know I talked to everybody on that video.
Yeah,
so you're still commenting on the 3-year-old ones?
Well, I click on it to go back and reply, and it doesn't exist.
Oh, what? So obviously, I guess next step is we're going to be going to Telegram.
Person's name, and they don't exist either. So I don't know where it's coming from. There
was one. I've got some that are from Chuck, so I know it's real, right? But I haven't actually clicked through on it yet because I'm like, wait a minute, I know I answered everything. Why am I getting stuff from a year ago? Yeah, and so, but here's the thing that this is what Dan Sampson from Drone Worship and Billy Kyle Buzz told me when I first started drone therapy. And Billy was he tries to tell me he was in college, but I'm almost positive it was like that from the October until December. It was like the end of his school or something. I could have sworn he was still in high school, but he says he was in college anyway. So, but he was still living at home with his mom, and he was upstairs in his bedroom. And they both told me, I said, I just want to do a channel strictly for the community. I don't, I'll throw up some of my videos here and there, but I only want to be a support base for the community. And like, well, your channel is going to grow slow. It's never really going to go anywhere. It's never going to be huge or anything. And just like the other night when I had last night when I had such a strong opinion about the idiot flying over 2 football games here in Washington State, people tend to think that, oh, well, he's a bit, strange. And so I'll take the hit as long as the community's got somebody that represents them, because I'm too tired of hearing people say, oh, well, you're a drone Karen, or well, thanks to not having enough drone Karens, we had not 1 drone, but 2 drones fly over a college football game Saturday and a professional football game on Sunday. And if that shit keeps up, they won't let any of us fly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, we need more drone Karens to slap the shit out of people like that.
Yeah. So, it was the replay had 15 adverts for a show that's over an hour.
Because he's got such traffic flow right now. They're just trying to capitalize on his viewership. That's what it seems like to me.
Wow, that's crazy. We've got how many people in the chat? We've got 22 people watching now.
Yeah.
I see Dom from Northside Hawk is here, Susan Lee, Chuck from Cove Action, Jim from Jim's Droning, Scott from Jackrabbit FPV, Stephen Drones. I've got a sticker of his. Flying Flynn Media, he's a sticker guy too. John from Flying Flynn, and oh boy, I'm going back through the list here. Who haven't I mentioned in there yet? Mike from Arrow Snapper. There's a channel you got to see. Just a fabulous content creator.
Mr. B Outdoors Misadventures. Hi.
I actually wrote that down to make sure to go check.
Charles Hatmaker, Michael Blade, FPV.
So what do you do to get more subscribers? Either one of you guys. What do you all do?
What would I know?
I don't know. It's organic.
Greg, please come watch my channel, please.
Mr. B Outdoor Misadventures. He's just been made a moderator. Rob Camarda. Oh, you know what I didn't do yet? Damn it. Hold on.
John Unlimited Vertical, Rob Camarda from Aviano. Mike Rennick. Mudball, way back at the beginning. I don't know if he's back. Don. Jerry Bauer. Chris Edgeworth. Hi, fellas. Bill. Legwork.
Faces of the Drone Community is up, and the only picture in color is Bill Thomas.
Yay!
I'm lost. What was it? Was that the only one that was lacking?
No.
Oh. Are you beginning?
They take your thumbnail picture and put it there, and then everybody who's been on the show is highlighted. And then at the end of the show, this comes down, and then right down here is our latest on the Wall of Fame is Bill Thomas.
You can't hit him with the dart down there.
Yeah, everybody.
It's okay. I'll take one for the community. I don't care.
Usually I don't have my drone case there, but
okay. Do you all fly mainly just camera drones now, or do you still fly like the old toy drones that we started playing with?
I fly my Air 2S mostly, and then in the house
you still don't fly like Bugs products.
I fly this.
Yeah. I still do that. I got stuff. I won this off of John Coopy. I love flying these in the house and driving my dogs crazy.
Yeah. Everybody goes nuts. Well, usually I just fly it out here. This is a separate room from the house because we can smoke out here.
My dogs are crazy enough.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Who's that?
Oh, hi, big puppy. I got a sausage dog here. You can have a snack.
Sausage dog?
Yeah, I got 2 wiener dogs, 2 piebald dogs. Have you seen this?
No. Oh, is that the camera phone?
It's the Pixie from, and get this, it was the Snapchat drone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It came out in June. Here we are in September, and they've already stopped support.
No.
Yeah, totally. And this is so crazy because I'm going to tell you, it was totally a fanboy impulse buy. I was looking through Twitter, right? And of course, Billy's everybody's boy. Billy's everybody's boy in the drone community. We all know that. And so I come across Billy, and he's like, "I just ordered the Pixie drone," and I was so happy. And I was like, "Oh, cool! Billy ordered the Pixie drone. I think I'm going to order a Pixie drone too." And I ordered the Pixie drone, and I realized after I had clicked purchase, you dumbass, you just made a total fanboy buy, and it wouldn't let me cancel. I tried for 2 weeks, and it wouldn't let me, so I just gave up and let the thing come. And then they canceled support for it, man. I was like, what the hell?
So what do you get, like 3 or 4 minutes flight time, or?
It's like 7 minutes. But what really, it's not programmable enough. The longest you can make it fly for any of the modes is just 1 minute. So you can make it orbit for 1 minute. You can make it do a reveal for 1 minute. And then you got to run out there and stick your hand under it to catch it so that when it lands. And I think that was the downfall, was that you can't expand the time. If you could put like 3 minutes on it to an orbit, or 4 minutes for an orbit, or something like that, you might actually get an interesting video. But, the only thing that's the image stabilization itself is really, really good. Other than that, it's just.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man.
Wait, you really want to laugh? You really want to laugh? I paid $289 for it. Told you you'd laugh, man. Oh, wait, man.
Gotcha.
Like I said, it was a total fanboy purchase, and I was like, and he even laughed at me when I told him I did it. But the thing about it is, he hadn't even tried flying his.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, yep, that's true.
Yeah. So what are you editing with?
Me?
Yeah.
Whatever will let me be creative, I think. Okay, my trailers, I cheat mostly and use Filmora shorts, and I'll build something there, and I'll come up with in my head, an idea of what it's going to be like, and then I'll kind of patch it together, go to Epidemic Sound, find some kind of soundtrack, and then splotch it together there. But usually the reason I like, because I'm a Grateful Dead fan, so I love the colors and the rich colors, so I always kick it out at like 60 frames a second in 4K, and the audio is always at like 300 plus kilobytes. Go ahead. So I'm keeping an eye on my daughter too, so that's all I'm doing, because my wife is working, and I got to keep an eye on her too.
Yeah. So how's she doing?
Oh, everybody's good. Everybody's good here. They just love what they don't. Well, they laugh when I break something on my body, because like I said, I tend to be a klutz. So they, but then it's real. They're like, okay, are you okay? Are you okay? Try not to do that next time. And then they're like, oh, he's just so slow now, and you have to feel so. I feel like I'm the third wiener. So they pet me and say, go over here and sit in the corner and try not to break anything else.
I see Thomas O'Sullivan has joined us. Mr. J's RC has joined us. Maddie 107 Drone World has joined us. Who have I missed? Have I missed anybody?
No, I got a couple before that too.
I'm going to go check on her. Can y'all? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. And if you don't talk enough, we'll make you come back next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mic doesn't sound the best, but don't play with it anymore because we knew what happened last time you tried to fix that. Just
You know
before
why?
the-
Because I changed to my Yeti mic and I left my Yeti mic way over on the end of the desk. So is that better now?
Kind of, sort of.
A little better?
Yeah, it's getting back to the old Gary that we know and love over these great many moons.
Moons? First we're talking about wieners, now we're talking about moons.
I'm lost. But that's probably a good thing for me because that's the way I usually start the day.
Yeah, we were just talking about Gary's microphone and all the issues beforehand. So we didn't want him to touch it to screw it up again.
Right. But it was so weird that you wouldn't echo, but every time we said something, it would echo.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I lost track of the conversation. So did Bill Thomas's wiener last 5 minutes or did I miss something?
No, there's 3 wieners. You did miss some detail there. There was 3 wieners.
3 wieners.
And they're piebald wieners too, so that makes them even more special.
I had a friend and his dachshund was walking up the stairs and every once in a while he'd go, hey. I said, what's wrong with your dog? He says he's going up the stairs and every once in a while he'll step on his penis.
I don't have that problem.
It's like the 2 guys sitting on the bridge and they were using the bathroom and one guy said, man, this water's cold. And the other one said, yeah, and deep too.
Oh, there's a Boshart for you.
Yeah.
That was a classic Boshart today, Jim. The episode 38 you did.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, that one.
Yeah, that kind of shocked Ken and Sean on that episode. That was good.
Yeah,
that was really good. Yeah, so let me see what's going on in the chat here. Oh, you can get a cream for that 3rd wiener. You got 3 wieners. You need triple cream.
Well, yeah. Well, never. I gotta go right. I'll be right back. Go ahead. Look in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, that hippie T-shirt, tie dye. Holy lift.
Talk about going squirrel.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Wiener.
Oh, eat more possum.
Oh, eat more possums here. Roland is here. Roland Dunson. Let me just make him a moderator.
Ooh, Lambo drives a Zambo.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. You call that deep? So when you got to go back to the dentist to get that rest of it fixed?
Monday. What they're going to do is reconstruct a whole new one, a whole new
dental. A whole new Gary? Oh, I can't wait for this one.
Man, let me tell you. I'll tell everybody what happened and what made. The other night, I was sitting here watching whatever. What was that Tuesday night?
Reruns of the Partridge Family?
No, Sean.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
No, I was watching Philly's show. Philly drove, and I was eating something, and there was a crack in my mouth, and I thought, "What the hell?" And I went like that, and my denture came out in 2 pieces. So, of course, at 10 o'clock at night, the denturist isn't open. So I called the next morning, and they gave me an appointment for today at 9 in the morning. So I go in at 9 in the morning, and they do an impression, and that doesn't work. And she has to glue my denture back together. And so she gets, and she says, come back at 5. So, okay, I'm there at 5 to 5, ready to go in. I get the car parked, and the phone rings. That was right on cue, Bill. The phone rings, and who is it? It's Johnny Droneflyer. I never hear from Johnny Droneflyer, except, he's here in the chat. and we got to discussing the drone guide and live streaming and this and that, blah blah blah. And I ended up going in just a touch late for my denturist appointment. So I get in there, and they put the denture in, and damned if the thing doesn't fit. Right, I can't get it in my mouth. So she gets out a little grinding machine and starts taking pieces out and spraying it with this stuff and sticking it back in and taking it out and sticking it back in until we could get it to fit. So my 5-minute appointment ended up taking 25 minutes. So I raced back here. I called Jim on the way to let him know I was running late. Didn't have Bill's number in the car to tell him, and couldn't get to a computer. So I finally get home and I go to open StreamYard, and this stream doesn't exist. It doesn't exist at all. I was like, what's going on? So I start and I made a new stream, right? And then when we came on, then I went back to my channel and checked, and there was 2 of the same episode, but no link to StreamYard. So here we are, And Adrian Mateo has joined us, and Max has joined us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, the gang's all here.
You okay, Bill? You got to deal with that phone call?
Yeah. Well, we have a small business that runs otherwise, and my wife obviously wasn't picking up the phone, so I had to snag the second call that came in.
Very good. So are you running a drone business too, Bill?
No, it's my wife's business, and I help her with it. She'd probably get upset if I went into more detail. So, considering I was hoping to get lucky later, I don't want to make her mad.
A business that doesn't need advertising. I got to get me one of those.
It's a kind of a specialty kind of thing.
Oh,
it's like care. We'll just leave it at that. It's a care business.
Care.
Yeah. I just got new business cards. So when I do give away stickers, they'll be coming out with a new card, which is I don't know if you can see that. It's got my name and contact information, and my little YouTube channel is in there, and I've got stickers on the way. I'm down to my last 8 stickers. So you know what? We should probably do. Is it too early to do a sticker giveaway?
No, it's just halfway point.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat then.
In the private chat?
In the private chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't see it.
I don't either.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, between 1 and 1 million?
Between 1 and 712,000. No, 1 and 50. Let's do 1 and 50.
Oh, you want to make it easy for them?
Yeah.
For some stickers.
We got a pack of stickers. And I think
stickers. Oh, legwork, you are so close. That 26.654.
No, it's not 50.
Oh,
Find anybody?
5, yeah. That's
You got one?
getting closer. And don't start.
How we boost engagement, you see. When you get a lot of comments.
Holy.
Wait. Wasn't there one there?
Yeah. Ding,
Jerry
ding,
Bauer.
ding, ding.
Jerry Bauer with number 2. Jerry, go to my channel. You'll find my email address in the info tab. Which tab is it on your channel?
I don't know.
It's the info tab, right?
Yeah, probably. For you,
No, the about tab. The about tab. Yeah. So go to the about tab. You'll find my email address. Send me an email with your address and postal code or zip code or whatever.
No, he's Canadian.
So send me your address with your postal code. And, and we'll get you some metric stickers.
It's symmetrical metrics.
Yeah, Wayne B says it's rigged.
So, Bill, you've been YouTubing for 6 years.
So did Maddie.
Yeah,
Bill, you've been YouTubing for 6 years plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
Hang on, I'm trying to. Here, I was going to do this. Let's see.
Oh, so it does work.
Wait. Oh, it's being a bitch now. Oh,
Hey.
now you do it. It just pinned itself to the ceiling and then came back down. Thank God it wasn't a flyaway. If I'd been outside, I'd been screwed.
Well, that's the thing. Anytime you're flying inside, you get within 4 inches of the ceiling, you're up there.
Yeah, but see, it's got this huge optical flow camera on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
And
okay.
that's what it's using for positioning. But the stabilization's really is incredible. I mean, I was shocked how good it is. They should market the stabilization software somewhere else because because it rocks everywhere. Anything over 7 miles an hour and it just flips over. But it's like this, and the footage is stable.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Well, a family picnic at the beach, kind of, get a family photo from a distance or something like that.
Yeah,
probably,
for 1 minute. Quick, everybody!
We need a 1 minute performance from the family.
Yeah. Everybody, you have to stay in frame now. Well, how do we know if we're in frame or not? You have to wait for the recording to check. Well, let everybody stay here. We'll try 4 or 5. I think that was part of the issue because there's no like real-time hookup. There's none of that. You actually have to connect it to the Snapchat app in order to do any firmware updates, in order to do any downloading, in order to do any, manipulation of the software. It has to be hooked up to the Snapchat app.
Oh,
so I think that was part of the issue.
Yeah, strictly their drone then,
Well, it's like is it called Aero, AERO, I think, because they call it the flying camera. It's very similar to this, and it's only about $100 cheaper. And I'm assuming that's who did this, because it's what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like a bad. Well, it doesn't look terrible. It's noisy though. I was surprised at how loud it is. Yeah,
and all the props. So here's the thing: if you throw a prop or anything, it's like expendable, I guess, because they don't send you any extra props, and there's no way really to, you've got to have that hex screw for like electronics just to open it up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's meant. I guess it's $300 just a throwaway drone.
Oh, no.
Don't tell my wife. Not tonight.
That's
Not tonight. Tonight's Thursday.
Good stuff. So, are you right in Seattle then, or are you out?
I'm about 20 miles north. I'm in the land that Boeing built. I'm literally, if you go straight from my house, the factories are right there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're in kind of a no-fly zone then, eh?
I can actually get clearance up to 200 feet.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm here close to the airport. So the cool thing is I kind of set up on what now?
Everett, Washington.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, not bad.
So I just go through Lank and get clearance for my 200 feet whenever I fly here. When I meet up with the guys in the city, we usually find, because man, Angel, I tell you, Angel can find carve-outs anywhere. So Angel knows all of the carve-outs in Seattle. So we go to Seattle and fly a lot. We went and flew a couple of weeks ago and all that smoke and everything. So
yeah, he does some pretty good
Angel's
flies,
unreal. Angel's channel deserves a lot more views than it gets. Yeah. Because he's got some incredible Seattle footage and stuff.
There's a lot of the small channels that have under 100 subscribers that are doing some really good work. You know, like I see Dewey UAVP, Darren. He does some great stuff in Ireland, and he's got like 39 subscribers or something. You know, so
Yeah, it's
you know,
crazy.
if you're in the chat and you see Dewey's name, click on the three dots next to his name and go over there and subscribe and ring the bell, because there's some pretty neat stuff going on there.
What's the website for Angel that you were talking about, Bill? I think Lambo was inquiring about that.
Oh, hang on, I'll get just a second. I was going to put this up for a second because this was done with the Mini 3. It's a 5-picture bracket, and that's Mount Rainier in the background. If you see that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Done with the Mini 3. And I love that little camera. And that's, like I said, that's a 5-picture bracket. And of course, yeah, I definitely emphasize the sky. But other than that, it's pretty much the bottom is all pretty much just the 5 layers.
Yeah, nice. And Rainier in the background there looks just magnificent. Eh?
That's from my son's side yard, man. I was like, oh, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go get Angel's. I will get Angel's site in there in just a second.
Yeah, just pop it in the chat because somebody was looking for him there.
Well, I was all torn up last night about how trying to find. Come on, here, let me get back here. We're still trying to figure. We're trying to figure out whether it's a Mavic 3 drone, or it's a Mavic 2, or it's an Air 2. I'm still thinking, because the more I got to looking at it, I think it's an Air 2, because I was trying to find something that I was trying to think in my head, something that they could have jailbreaked to drove through one of those no-fly zones. But I don't think they could have done it with a Mavic 3. But somebody in our chat last night brought up the point, Dre from over at Recovery Drones, that first responders would be able to do that.
So he may have a first responder, some kind of first responder authorization or something, maybe. You know,
I'm trying to I'm going to just do this. Ding, ding. They can leave them.
You could take it. Oh, no, you're muted, Bill.
I can't take it. My wife would go bananas if I did anything like that. Like if I give out too much information, she goes nuts.
Oh,
so.
Well, you're on the hot seat, but we don't need to know too much, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, we're under contract with the state, so that's why, and we have clients and stuff, so you can't really talk about any of that stuff. It's just we take care of people. That's it. That's all we do.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. Nothing respect.
But the phone rings off the hook constantly during the day, and she goes like when she came through, she's like, "What are you doing? You're not normally on live streams now." She just woke up from her nap because she usually gets up about 4 a.m. So. She's just we're
on at a really awkward time for the West Coast. Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon is difficult.
Well, I'm on an awkward time for people on the East Coast because I come on at like 8:30, and a lot of people don't really want to stay up that late, or at least not to watch me anyway.
I rarely miss it. There's, we've got that drone guide that Johnny put out, and it's great because it shows you all the times that everybody's on, and I was
just
on
waiting here in about another 6 months. There's gonna be so many drone shows. He's gonna come up with a spreadsheet. It's gonna be like there's gonna be 4 pages, and it's gonna break off into brackets, and they're gonna be intertwined. And I don't know.
Yeah. I had messaged him because he's got my show on Tuesday, the after lunch show, which I stopped doing last August. So. When we started doing this show, I dropped the other show, and now it's every second week. So that makes it a little easier to book guests. You don't have to do it last minute. So
my problem, I started the same way. I would do, like I started literally the week after Ken started. I was supposed to start the week before, but I started the week after because Billy was doing something, and we didn't get to start. I think what it was. So anyway, it was like the week after Ken started, the drone therapy anyway. So it just kind of evolved from there, and we'd have a guest on, we'd have a couple of guests on, and then, like I said, the more and more shows, it seemed like, oh, she's already got dinner ready. You go ahead and talk. I'll be back.
He's a mile a minute.
Oh, a squirrel. Oh, 2 squirrels over there.
He's going to bring dinner for us.
Yeah, busy guy. Good for him. Oh,
Dinner according to 4.
Yeah. Northside says bring back the after lunch show.
Oh, the 1 o'clock show on Tuesday. Ooh.
So this is the 52nd hour before TNL. Now I had a couple of weeks off for the operation, and then there were a couple of weeks now that we've been doing it every other week. So it's actually been more than 52 weeks, more than a year.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, happy anniversary.
Let me just let's go back here to content. I'm going to just check live. 43, 23. Oh, man. Our first hour before the hour before was August 26th, 2021.
Yep. So just over 13 months.
Yep. And the last after lunch with Gary was August 24th. So 2 days before that. So, yeah.
Hi, Susan. Yes, my fur babies. Gary's got 2 fur babies too that are just as adorable.
Well, the one's just a huge vet boy. Mac is you can't see him. He's on the floor.
Yeah.
That guy is durable. There's nothing you can do to Mac that would hurt him. He's built like a truck. The other one, that little terrier thing, oh my God, it's liver trouble, it's eye infection, it's allergies, it's anal glands, it's like,
Hey, who doesn't have anal gland problems?
go.
Just saying.
Yeah. Anyway. So, leg work.
Jerry Garcia's back. Welcome back.
My wife's like ahead of schedule today. She's already got dinner ready, so I had to go get my.
What are we having?
It looks like sausage and meatball spaghetti. So,
Okay.
well,
That's
that's
cool.
but I'm a picky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I prefer mine with just like meat sauce. I don't like the meatballs because she gets them from Costco, and and I'm not really fond of the ones from Costco. And then the sausage part's pretty cool. I can deal with that, but I'm just, my mama was like, she'd go get the hamburger and fry up a whole pound of hamburger, throw a little tomato sauce on it, and then throw it on the noodles al dente. That's what I'm used to. Because, I haven't done any of that stuff. I live in Seattle now, but I actually grew up in the birthplace of Mountain Dew, a place called Marion, Virginia. It was a little company. It was called, it was the Tip Cola Company on Main Street in Marion, Virginia. And it was actually the first place where they actually had mixed it together. And the formula that they were going to put forth as Mountain Dew, that was the first place it was ever put together. And the building itself, the last time I was back there, it's probably been about 5 years, was set to be either demolished or sold. And there's just a little plaque on the side of the building that says, this is where Mountain Dew was invented, da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's it. There's no other prestige to it. There's no, I'm like, why didn't somebody make it a Mountain Dew museum? They probably could have made bank off the place, but nope. It's just a little.
Do you remember when it came in a green bottle, right? The little green bottles, and every bottle had a different little saying on it.
And it wasn't just that; it was meant to mix with liquor. That was what it was made for. It was a chaser. That's all it was for.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Your accent doesn't sound like it comes from Seattle, so I wondered where you were from.
Yeah, so I had to go ahead and fill in that blank considering where I was from. But yeah, I'm actually probably about 45 miles from, well, say about 55 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway. That was one of my favorite kicks. We would always go down there because people would love to watch it on TV. And there's nothing like seeing 120,000 rednecks all in one place with chicken and beer. Especially, the thing about was I never understood till I actually got seats down near the fence, and people would be like, "You don't want to sit down there, man. You don't want to sit down there." And about 2/3 of the way through the race, after everybody gets pretty well lit, they don't care about their chicken bones anymore, and they just start throwing them at the track when they get mad at their driver. Oh. And if you're down there, you start getting chicken bones. So I learned my lesson after being. I was like, "Oh, we can sit right down here." And they're like, "No."
Never been to a race, but good to know. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I haven't been in quite a long time. They may have advanced since then. I'm hoping.
Well, we used to go to dirt track races, and there used to be all kinds of speedways in Southern Ontario.
Well, in Southwest Virginia, like I said, there's a place right up the road from where I lived at in Marion called the Rural Retreat Speedway, and it's actually an old dirt track. And it was great to go up there because it was all local boys. Some people that had their own garages and stuff like that would put their stuff together, and they go up there on weekends and race, and they still do it. It's pretty fun to watch. But you know how it would be, especially in the dry summer months when they'd have to wet that track down. Otherwise, it looks like a dust pit.
Dust cloud, yeah. I can remember my dad had a guy who worked for him who raced stock cars, and I was like 8 or 10 years old and got to go down in the pits and meet the guy. To me, he was famous. Alex Gunn. I mean, he had probably 400 people in the stands watching this race. But hey, he was the man.
Oh, yeah, that's something. I hope everybody is okay in Florida. I hope that the power gets restored quickly, and hopefully there's some things that we can do to help, and that's not gonna, just holler at us and see what we can do. Do any of you all know who Zoe is? Zoe FPV is?
No.
Either one of you guys? No. I noticed that she put out. She flew with Rotor Riot some. They tried to bring her on board. She's had a lot of health issues and stuff. She put out a major cry for help today on social media. She's supposedly going to be evicted in 7 days from her apartment, and her health simply won't allow her to do anything. So basically she's just going to be, and so she's asking people, for help and to see if they'll, if there's anybody nearby to her to where because she was living in an RV before, and she now she's telling people in the video that the registration's dead on the RV. It needs some work, and she basically has to take everything that she's got in this apartment and shove it into the RV within 7 days. And so she doesn't know what to do. So she needs physical help as well as financial help. So if you haven't already checked out her channel or her Facebook, let me see. Then go over here. Her, Zoe Stumball. Let's see. I don't know. Well, yeah. I don't know how to say it. She's big time in FPV. She had done some. She actually created some really killer ion batteries for FPV and stuff, and was selling them. But she kind of bounced around. Anyway, she's had some bad luck. So just check out Zoe FPV on YouTube. Like I said, she's reaching out for help. I do know that Susan still is short on her financial needs to get a vehicle, so she still needs some help.
Well, if anybody in the chat has a link, put it in the chat, and then everybody can get over there, and see what we can do to help. Because it's been a rough week for hurricanes. We had one hit Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, Newfoundland, and part of Quebec. And in Port aux Basques, where I was there in June, 20% of the homes got washed into the ocean, just washed right offshore. and pretty dramatic stuff there. And the Canadian Armed Forces is there trying to help clear debris and whatnot. And so our thoughts are with them too. I didn't speak with, but I've been in communication with Bill from not Bill from Coast to Coast Drones, Bill from Newfound Drone Productions, Bill Russell, and he's up in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, and they're about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Port aux Basques, and they didn't get it nearly as bad. So.
Okay, Maddie posted the link for the GoFundMe, and in the YouTube link I posted right after that is Zoe reaching out. It was just like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's just it's because she's a super sweet person. I mean, super sweet, and it just sucks.
Yeah. Well, if you have a chance to show some kindness over there, by all means do. And anybody in the chat, if you're in the area and you can help move some stuff.
My wife made me come to Seattle.
Oh, it must be love.
Well, it was for the first 3 years.
Then it was.
We both got logical. Okay, this is a long haul. Let's get some things straight.
I've been happily married for 5 years, 35 altogether.
Yeah,
no, that's
like,
my wife.
Well, no, I mean, she's my best friend.
Yeah, my wife is a joy. She's not here.
She's my best friend.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that's the hour.
I made it. Woo! Yay! I made it.
Break in there, but we're good. We're all good.
TV timeouts.
My picture can officially be on the wall. Oh wait, I wonder if YouTube made any money off of us while we were live. Oh wait, it's the replay, right? It's the replay. That's what Sean said. It's the replay.
I don't see any ad revenue. The only time I've been involved with anything financial is when I got a copyright strike by Formula One for showing an accident on track, and they claimed any monetization. And that's fine with me because I'm getting nothing. Somebody might.
I love it when they monetize my videos. I'm not getting anything off of them. So, use it in a commercial. Woo! I can still take credit for it. You can't take that away.
Well, anyway, thanks so much for coming on, Bill, and thanks to everybody in the chat for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to spend an hour with us. And stay tuned. 2 weeks from now, we've got another episode coming up on what's today? Oh, yeah, October 13th we'll be on with Sean Oz, and so that should be interesting as well. Any final words for us there, Bill?
Didn't you all mention something about you all were going to do a Halloween show sometime in the future? That's something to look forward to.
Yeah,
I tend to perpetuate other people first because I never know if I'm going to make a video or not. So it's not fair to go, I've got something coming out this week, because I know myself. It might be 3 weeks. It might be a month. It might be 6 months. I don't know. So it wouldn't be fair for me to say, yeah, I got a video coming out, and then it never comes out.
Yeah. Well, usually what we'll have, if we know a month ahead of time that a Halloween show is coming up on October the 27th, then perhaps Uncle Extra Medium's friends might come out with a little promo.
He is rather scary. You never know what he's going to get into.
It would be really cool if you could get like little drone pumpkins to give away.
Yeah.
like these things. Wait a minute. There we go. Wait, like these things. Like these.
Yeah, there you go. We got things in Halloween. So
it's not in the budget. I know. It's not in the budget.
Jim, anything final?
No, just nice meeting you, Bill. Thanks for stopping in to see us. And happy anniversary, Gary.
Anniversary?
52 episodes. It's kind of like a year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 52 weeks. That's a year. Yeah.
Well, no, it's because we've only been doing every second week. It's actually a year. So we hit
2 years. All right.
We hit a year in August.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out how to play the outro. This is always an adventure, and stick around after, and we'll have a little after show. Let me figure this out. Share screen. Entire screen, window, Chrome tab. No. Window, no, not that. Entire screen, no, not that. Oh. No, I've never done this before. I can't even find the outro.
Somebody hacked your stream.
Yeah, there it is. Hang on.
Sever
I'm putting
it.
it up. I'm pausing it. Bill's in the outro this time.
Just cut it.
Okay.
Lop it off with the neck.
Chrome tab. This one. And we're gone. We're out.
Night night.
Thanks, everybody.
Special thanks to everybody that stuck around to the end of the show of the hour before TNL. All 2,417 of you.